So this is the first concert for you this year.
It is the first concert, not for me this season, but for the orchestra and me together this season, and I'm really looking forward to kick out the season. Bernstein had this wonderful young people's concert where he talked about it, and he really went to the extremes. It was wonderful. Google it on YouTube. It's absolutely worth watching. The title is Berlioz Takes a Trip, and that is really what's happening. You know, we go through the different phases of what opium does with you. So it's basically one nightmare after the other. Things start off easy and nice and smooth and round and warm and get always crazy. And that's actually very true for every movement. Just the last the one we were rehearsing this morning, the Shepherd song, has this climax in the middle, and then what is such a touching moment when usually the Shepherd song is a dialogue between the cornglay and the distant oboe. So you have to imagine shepherds playing to each other on a different hill, and that friend is gone. He doesn't answer anymore, and she tries it desperately again and desperately again to get attention, and all you hear is that thunder, that rolling thunder kicking in. And so when this finish in despair at the very end is basically opening to something new which will follow, and that is the movement of the guillotine.
DFC, right?
And, well, first we cut off the heads before we can have a requiem. So we chop off the hero's head. We have a guillotine on stage on the performance on Friday and Saturday, and still looking for volunteers. Haven't got any yet. No, but what I'm saying is really at the end you hear this sharp cutting, and actually it inspired Richard Strauss to write Till Eulenspiegel. It's very much like Till Eulenspiegel. And then it prepares, of course, to a Witches' Sabbath that has never been heard before, or even after, I would say, in that drastic color. Triumphant, but we don't know if the good or the evil celebrate a victory here. If you really think about it, this 26-year-old composer, 8 years after Beethoven died, or 10 years after Beethoven died, wrote this symphony that is so different in orchestral colors. He adds so many different things. The harps, he adds the cornglay, didn't exist with Beethoven. He adds 4 bassoons. Beethoven never has done that. A cornet, 2 cornet and 2 trumpets, so different types of them. Then 4 timpani players, you know, never existed before. And then the whole drum kit, including what you have to take a picture of, these gigantic bells, church bells. So the orchestral palette has been, you know, got broadened so much. I think if anybody broke this burden or this overshadow of Beethoven, the first one to do it was really Berlioz. And don't forget, we have violin superstar Baiba Skride. She's really one of the most exceptional violinists that is around at the moment. And she will play the Schumann Violin Concerto, another psychedelic piece, because actually Clara Schumann decided not to publish it because she thought her husband went already crazy too much, and that piece is unplayable, and therefore did not publish it. So it was only published in the 20th century and becomes more and more popular because it is a fantastic piece. But it takes the guts to pull it off and, you know, to really make it work. And Baiba, if anybody else can do it, she's really fantastic. And it's a, you know, also Schumann wrote the first German review on the Symphonie Fantastique and was a big fan of the piece. So the connections are very strong. At the beginning, we play a piece by Tobias Picker, and no coincidence, the San Antonio Opera Company, the Opera San Antonio, is having a press conference and will announce a lot of things, amongst others, that Tobias Picker is the new artistic director. So this collaboration starts off already with this concert.
Thank you, Maestro.
Thank you.